And we are live. Hello Hadia, hello Matt.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, good.
Hi, Matt.
Hap- happy Tuesday, everyone. And welcome to a new chat with Abby and Hadia. Today is a special, and I'm so excited. We have very special guest, and who will share with us his successful journey with this business. Matt has a rich mind and rich experience, and we are sure he will add great value to you today through this chat. So, Matt, before we dive into the questions, we thank you for your time, for the time joining us this chat, and we know that you have a long experience with online digital business, different businesses online, and the question is why did you decide to join this business? But before, I will let you introduce yourself, and yeah,
Sure. Okay.
the
Yeah. Well,
chat is you.
first of all, Abby, Hadia, thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure. It's fun to talk about just business in general. I've been an entrepreneur now for the last 13 years. I'm based here in Ontario, just outside of Toronto, and I was in the corporate world. And I started out in the travel industry and worked my way up through the different ranks in the organization, became an executive in the company. And so, I lived in this ivory tower, and I didn't really know that. I mean, I knew that entrepreneurism existed, but I didn't know how different ways there were different ways that people could make money. Right? There's passive income, residual income, investment income. I just thought about, you get a salary, you go to work, you get benefits, and that's just the way it was. That's how I was raised. Right? Get a job. And so about I guess it's now about 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I got a package. I was an executive for a company. They had a merger, and one day everything changed. I had a fantastic job, got a great salary, and one day everything changed because this merger changed everyone's lives. And so on that day, I came home and I had two young boys. One was 8 and one was 3 at the time. And I had lost complete touch with them. I was in a job that had me traveling all over the world, but I truly lost touch with them. And so I swore at that time that I'm going to do something different for the rest of my career. And so I decided to become an entrepreneur. And was it easy? It had its challenges. Like anything, right? I had to learn all these new skills, but it was a fun journey, and I did different things. I did different businesses, but I wanted to be there for my kids. I was able to go on all the school trips with them. I was the dad that got to go on the school bus with them and go off to the science center and go to the different camps and stuff. And those are memories that I can never ever take away again. Those are things that I created. I would not have had those had I stayed in the job. I was the dad that missed the Christmas parties and the Christmas concerts and all those things because I was traveling. And so I was able to change my life a little bit by really reverse engineering it for myself, for my wife, and for our kids.
Great,
Yes.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
I came also from corporate world, and I feel what you are saying. Like, I remember like last event I had it before I got also my package and decided to go online. Is that I just want to attend my daughter's Halloween party in the school, and they didn't let me. They refused my request to go there, and all of this clicked in my mind when I got laid off. No, I have to find another solution. I want to be my own boss, and I feel every word that you said. How it is really beautiful to have the flexibility to enjoy these milestones and these memories that you are creating with your kids. I have
Yeah,
another question though, Matt, for
sure.
you. What do you think the potential in digital world? Where do you think we are going?
So it's endless. It's endless. So, being an entrepreneur the last 16 years, I did online businesses with eBay and Amazon and affiliate marketing and all these different businesses. And it was because the lifestyle I wanted. I wanted to be able to be tethered to a Wi-Fi and be able to do this business. So for me, my wife and I, we love to travel, and we're getting closer and closer to retirement. So we want to travel for our retirement. So being able to tether to Wi-Fi anywhere in the world is one part of it. And so having a digital world means that I don't have brick and mortar. It means that I can do my business from absolutely anywhere.
Yes.
Now, layer on top of that, in the past year, we had the pandemic, and it was a global pandemic. And so there's a lot of people that were put out of work. That's one part. I mean, there was one third of people pivoted, and the companies did outstandingly well.
Yeah.
One third of companies did really well. So one third pivoted, one third did really well, and one third went out of business. And so
Yeah.
those people lost their jobs. They're turning to other solutions. Now, the companies that did really well, they sent their employees home and they had to work from home. There's a lot of employees that don't want to go back to work. They don't want to work in the office. They want to work from home. They realize the I don't want to say it's freedom, but it's a different style of work. So there's a lot of people that are looking, that they really want to have a business that allows them to have a bit more flexibility and freedom. And going back to the office, they don't want to be confined in a space,
In the box.
with all the things
And
that are going on with the virus and things like that. But I think, we're going to survive all of this. But I think there's a lot of shift happening. There's a lot of people that are questioning, do I really have to go to work? Do I have to really sit in traffic? If for the last year I didn't have to get in my car and go anywhere other than groceries, do I really need a car to go to work? I don't want to sit in traffic. So I think the opportunity is quite large with regards to that, being able to help people that don't want to work, like work
Yeah.
physically in an office. There's an opportunity where people have no longer got jobs. They can now work online. So it's huge. Then add on to that, Amazon has grown exponentially.
Yes.
Microsoft is growing,
So-
and like all the top companies, all the technology companies are growing. It's not going to end anytime soon.
No.
And so
Yes.
the opportunity is just so much larger, not just from an employee workforce type of thing where people are looking for an opportunity, but the companies, everyone's doing everything online.
Yeah, we get
Yes,
used to it
definitely.
now. Yeah, it's a
Right?
habit now. People doing
Yeah.
grocery
Yes.
online, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
I think, yeah, and we will continue like that. I think
because it's
for a good. This is
it's
everything is
comfortable. Life is busy, and it's give us the option to save some time, and we get used to it during the pandemic. And I think it's hard for us to go back and get back to what we used to do. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, yes, definitely. As you said, online digital business is booming and has opened itself widely to everyone in the past couple of years. And we can see a lot of thousands of ads daily through social media and a lot of variety about online digital business. So, what, in your opinion and from your experience, what you think make our business is different more than other businesses, and what helped you succeed in this business?
So, there's all sorts of different online businesses, right? There's affiliate businesses, there's physical businesses that sell products that you ship, and there's fulfillment by Amazon. There's so many different businesses that, there's it's just it's wide open with regards to that. So, I think some of the things that you want to look at, and some people like to be employees, some people want to
Yes.
be entrepreneurs. Being an online entrepreneur is not for everybody. So the first thing you got to do is figure out whether that's even what you want. But what I found in this business, because I have had my online businesses in the past, I knew that I needed to have a sales funnel. I knew I needed to have autoresponders. I knew that I needed certain tools, and they're not cheap. They're very expensive. Now, over time, they've gotten lower in cost. I mean, obviously 15 years ago, to have an autoresponder was going to be far more costly than it is today. But I knew that I needed these tools, and being a solopreneur, I didn't want to make those large investments into that business because my business was changing. I'd be selling mattresses, or I'd be selling hand cream. There's different things that I was selling. So where I saw this being different is having technology tools, like the website's built for me, and my autoresponder is built for me, my funnel is built for me, but the training that comes with it is also really key. And so there's lots of different online businesses out there. Some are legitimate, some are fly by night. And I pay taxes. I pay taxes every single year to the government, and I'm proud to say that this is legitimate. I get a T4A and all those different things that I have to do with my taxes. But I think really the community that we have that surrounds us, I mean, that's how we've met, through a community, the training, the technology that we have. It's just second to none. Second to none.
Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. And actually, this I always mentioned about mastermind. Uh, weekly we learn a lot of things. Weekly we if we decided to do it alone or by yourself, it's really hard. It costs a lot of money, and to build online digital business, building a business online is not easy. You need some proper education, you need some community, you need some, you maybe follow by mentorship, by coach, by you need who guide you to the right direction to achieve success. Yes, definitely, as you said, Matt. Right, Hadia, do you have
Yeah, I will add also
anything?
we have a
Yeah.
beautiful people who like Matt who always willing
Yes,
to help, right? He
yes,
always help,
definitely.
he always support. Like yeah,
We learn a lot.
we all go back to him.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So before we end this lovely chat and useful information, what do you think? Just in probably in briefly, uh, what do you say to the people who watch us and encourage them to try this opportunity and to change? Yeah.
So, as I just said earlier, being an online business owner is not for everyone. And so the
Yes.
first thing you have to do is educate yourself. And there's so much out there with regards to that. So I suggest to people, we have a webinar that happens twice a week. Enroll in it. Go to either Abby's website or Hadia's website and sign up for the webinar and just find out more about this business, what kind of tools we use, and listen to other owners that have had success and how they built their business and the tools that they use. And then see for yourself whether it's for you. It doesn't hurt. It's about 90 minutes. It doesn't hurt for you to just check it out and see whether it's for you. If it's not, that's great. If it is for you, then you can go to the next step and figure out what it is that you want to do. But the first thing you have to do is educate yourself and find out
Yeah.
whether it's for you.
Yes, definitely. Do you want to add something, Hadia, before we?
I want to thank him
Uh,
for coming today to our page. It was
Definitely.
a pleasure. And I want to thank him for all the support he always give to back to community, and we are learning always from him. Thank you, Matt.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for having me. It was great
Definitely.
being here.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you everyone who watch us now or watch the replay, and see you inside. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.